Welcome to this evening's class, everyone. Sorry, I'm just doing a quick intro here because I didn't push record at the beginning. So you'll get kind of with the darkness now, and then you'll go back into the actual class that we had this evening with the other ladies. So sitting nice and comfortably in whichever way works for you, as long as you feel that you are nicely relaxed and stable. So pelvis is steady and stable, shoulders are soft. You can bring your hands into chin mudra and just take a few moments to be present and to arrive here on your mat. This evening it's going to be a shorter yoga class. We're going to do some really gentle movements, and then we're going to take ourselves into a nice long yoga nidra, a nice long relaxation. So if you're just needing some time out to relax and be still, then this is definitely going to be the class for you. Now that we're nicely settled and steady here, we'll start with 3 on. We take a nice deep breath in together. And then from there, bringing the palms of your hands together, getting your hands nice and warm. Still feeling that gentle on vibration around you. And then cup your hands over your eyes, take a deep breath in. And slowly out. And again, you'll bring the palms of your hands together. And once you've created that heat, that warmth between the palms of your hands, cup your hands over your eyes, look into the darkness. Allow the warmth from your hands to penetrate your eyes. Gently re-energizing them. And then start to blink your eyes a few times, moving your hands away. Give your hands a little bit of a shake so that you're used to the light. And then from here, we'll start off by bringing your fingertips onto the shoulders, taking it into shoulder circles. Inhaling as you bring your elbows forwards and up. Exhaling as you take them back, down, and around. So a few circles, inhaling together and up. Exhaling back, down, and around. Last time. Lovely, and then changing direction, other way. Inhaling, the elbows go back and up. Exhaling together and down. And again, as usual, when we work through our yoga class, you only work to your ability, your capability, work to the rhythm of your breath, doing what feels comfortable for you. Never pushing, never straining into anything's anti, rather just stop the movement and have a look at kind of what I'm doing or demonstrating, and then join in again when you're ready. Super. From here, release the arms. Inhale, float the arms up, out to the sides. Nothing to lock the fingers to the palms of your hands up. As you exhale, you're going to lean over to the right. Inhaling, bringing yourself back up to the center. Exhaling, leaning over to the left. There we go, lovely. Inhale, back to the center. We change a little. As you exhale, rotate to the right, as if you're looking or turning to the right side. Inhale, back to the center. Exhale, rotate, twisting to the left. Inhaling, back to the center. You're nice and stable. Exhale again, over to the right. We're doing this sequence another 2 more times. Back to the center. Try and make sure you're gating your shoulders away from the ears. Keep the neck nice and long. Let your inhalation bring you back to the center. Turning, rotating to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. One last round, if you can. Leaning over to the right, lengthen through the upper arms, reaching into the wrists, still allowing the shoulders to move away from the ears. Inhaling back to the center. Exhale, rotating. Inhale, center. Rotating the other way. Inhale, center. And exhale, release those arms. Lovely. Giving them a nice little shake up. Whatever feels comfortable, what works for you. And then extend your legs out in front of you. Give them a good shake. And take them a comfortable distance apart and circle, rotating your feet, rotating your ankles. You can soften into the knees and you can make that movement go up into your knees. And then you can soften into the hips and you can make that movement go right up into your hips. And then change direction, circling the other way. Super. Bring the legs together. Flex the feet, so you're drawing your toes towards you, and then point your toes, lengthening through the front of the legs. So flexing through the feet, and point. And as you do this movement, just noticing how the back of the legs feel. Is there a bit of tightness somewhere? Is it an enjoyable stretch? Is the right side feeling the same as the left? And then keep the feet kind of semi-flexed, and then spread your toes wide. And then scrunch them up and spread the toes wide and scrunch them up. Once more, spread the toes wide and release. So as the feet come together, you can flap the knees up and down, taking it into Baddha Konasana, your cobbler. Noticing again the sensation in those hips. And then holding the posture. So you may want to slide the feet closer towards you, walk your buttocks towards your heels. You can place your hands on your knees, you can hold on your shins, or you can clasp your hands around your fingers. You may want to close your eyes now for the next little while. Inhale as you lengthen your spine. And as you exhale, feel that you're able to relax your abdomen. Inhale smoothly and deeply, and then on your exhalation, feel that you can relax down into your hips. Exhaling, you're relaxing into your inner thighs, your knees, your ankles, and your feet. Breathing here for a few, or taking a few more rounds, breath here. For those who want to go a little bit further, you can reach your torso forwards as if you're wanting to bring the nose in the direction of the mat. If you're getting enough of a stretch by being upright, then stay there. With your next inhalation, bring yourself all the way back up again. Bring your knees together. Give them a good squeeze. Oh, lovely. Perfect. And then from here, we'll come and lie on our backs. If you want a soft pillow underneath your head or a folded up towel, you can do that. I'm going to, sorry. This was Craig's phone that I'm using as a hotspot, and I thought I'd placed it on silent, but obviously I hadn't. So there we go, just sorted that out. All right, so lying on your back, you can have your knees bent, bringing them up towards your chest, a few rounds of your Apanasana. So inhaling, sending the knees away from you, exhaling as you draw them in towards you. Feel that your whole back can settle down into the mat as you do this posture. It really is such a lovely little dynamic movement to do to relieve any tension or tightness in the lower back. On your next exhalation, keep your right knee to your chest. Feel that you can draw that leg in and extend your left leg out into the mat. Lengthening through that side, drawing that right knee towards you. And as you breathe, feel that you can feel the pressure of the abdomen against your thigh. A couple of smooth, deep breaths here. As you inhale, the pressure of the abdomen is against the thighs, kind of like the thighs massaging the belly, that ascending colon. Just taking it so that even though you're getting a stretch into that hip, it's more of a sensation of gentle massaging on that right side of the abdomen. Soft shoulders, soft jaw. And then release your right leg. Soften the left leg and notice how your right leg feels compared to the left. And then activate your right leg a little. Bring your left knee to your chest. And as you draw that left knee in towards you, start to feel the abdomen press against the thigh as you breathe. And if you don't have the hip flexibility, then obviously your knee will be away from you a little. That's fine. Just imagine or visualize what that would feel like. You can even place your hand on that left side if you want. And just gently breathing in and out. Gentle pressure either at the hand or the abdomen. Or the thigh to the abdomen. Using your breath to very gently massage the descending colon. And then you can release, extend that left leg out as well. Give the legs a little bit of a shake. If there's absolutely no problem with your lower back, you can keep your left leg straight. If you need a gentle version, bend that left knee to the mat. Let's take the left arm behind us. We're going to be working right leg and left arm. If your pillow is too big, you may need to move it out the way as well. So inhale in this position. We're working diagonally from right foot to left hand. And as you exhale, you're going to bring your right leg up and your left arm all the way down. Inhale, you can point your toes, lowering your leg and taking your arm behind you. And just before your foot touches the mat, pause, relax the foot, and then on your exhalation, bring the leg up again. So your right foot is not going to be touching the ground until we've completed our 4 rounds of dynamic movement here. So just before that heel is to touch that mat, you pause, you flex the foot, and then on the exhalation, the leg comes up and arm comes down. You wait as you turn, as on the turn of the breath, and then as you inhale, releasing back down again. Let's do one more. This time when your leg is up, let it stay up, hold it there. Flex the foot and rotate that ankle again. So you can hold on to the back of that leg, rotating the foot a few times in one direction and then change direction. Keeping that, it doesn't have to be a strongly flexed foot, kind of like halfway in between. Inhale here, and then as you exhale, you're going to bring in your elbows, bringing that leg a little closer towards you. And inhale, you're going to straighten the arms so that leg goes further away. Exhale, you're going to be bending the elbows so the leg comes towards you. And inhale, straighten the arms. Again, it may be a big movement for you this evening, or it may be a very small one. Last time. Once your elbows are bent, stay in that position. And just see if you can point and flex your foot a few times here as well. Getting a little deeper into the back of that right leg. Super. And to release, slowly, slowly inhale. You can lower your leg, you can lower your arms, extend your left leg out if you've bent it. And again, take a moment to compare how the right side feels to the left. You might find that it feels a little longer, maybe a little more alive. There might be a little bit of movement, of tingling, or a bit of a sensation of release in that right leg. And then if you need to, you can bend your right knee. Your right arm is going to start off behind you and turning the palm of your left hand down alongside your body. Inhale smoothly and deeply here, and then as you exhale, bring your left leg up and your right arm down. As you inhale, point your foot, lower your left leg, and let your right arm come behind you. You're working diagonally through the body. Slow and steady does it. Pointing the toes as you inhale to lower the leg, and flexing the foot as you exhale and you bring it up again. This helps. This is a lovely kind of neural release where it doesn't cause strain or tension through that sciatic nerve that runs down that left leg. This time when your leg is up, let it stay there. Slip the hands behind your thigh. From here, you can breathe. You can point and flex a few times, or you can just circle that ankle again, whatever feels more comfortable. Right, when that leg feels a little softer, let it stay there. It doesn't need to be a full flex or a point, kind of somewhere in between. Inhale, and then as you exhale, bend your elbows so that your leg comes a little closer towards you. And inhale, straighten the arm so that the leg moves away. Again, it might be a small movement, or it might be a really big movement where literally the leg goes right over your head. Just see where you're at, but don't feel that there's any force or any strain or any discomfort. There should be a pleasant stretch. No A-type personality forcing or straining. No names mentioned in the class, but you know who you are, or the few of you. All right, from there, the next time your elbows are bent, stay in that position, hold it, and rotate your foot, or point and flex. I think we pointed and flexed last time, so you may want to just do the same on this side. Smooth breaths. And when you're ready on an inhalation, release the arms, release the leg, extend the right leg out. And observe. Take a moment or two, a couple of breaths here, just to settle. Lovely. We'll start with the knees bent, arms down alongside the body. A slightly longer candle sequence. On the inhalation, let's take the arms up behind us. We're going to keep the arms there this evening. If it's a problem for your shoulders, bring the arms back down alongside your body. On your next exhalation, float the feet off the mat as you bring your knees to your chest. As you inhale, extend your legs up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, bend your knees to your chest. As you inhale, place the soles of the feet on the mat. And as you exhale, bring the arms all the way down alongside your body. So that's one round. We'll do another 3. Inhaling, the arms go up overhead. Exhaling, the knees come to your chest. Inhale, extend the legs up to the ceiling. Exhaling, knees to the chest. Inhaling, soles of the feet to the mat, feet touch the mat at the same time. Exhaling, arms come down alongside your body. And again, inhaling, taking the arms up overhead. That's good, keep going. As you exhale, bring your knees to your chest. As you inhale, extend your legs up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, bring your knees to the chest. As you inhale, place the soles of the feet on the mat. And as you exhale, bring your arms back down alongside the body. Last round. When you're ready, in your own time now, meaning that you can move to the rhythm of your breath. If you mix up the sequence a little, not to worry. The body will always do kind of what it feels comfortable with or what it needs. And that's fine for this evening. Exhaling, arms come down alongside your body. Let the arms stay alongside the body. On your next exhalation, let the knees come to your chest. And as you inhale, extend your legs up into your cat. So you kind of want to have your knees over your hips. And then from here, if the hamstrings allow, if the back of the knees allow, then you can start to extend and straighten into the legs. But don't feel that you have to get there. So if they need to be a little bent this evening, that's fine. If you feel that they want to extend, then you can stay there. You're going to hold it here. You're going to close your eyes. You're going to breathe into it. You can hear the crickets and everything going nuts. If you feel that you need to release at any point in time, you can do so. You can always send the legs up again when you're ready. Slow, smooth, steady breath. Try and keep the face and the jaw relaxed. Two more slow breaths here. When you're ready to release, bend your knees to your chest. Give them a lovely squeeze. And we'll take ourselves into Jatara Parivriti, a spinal twist. If you need a gentle version, please do the version where your feet come down onto the mat. If you're happy to go a little deeper today, keep the knees to the chest. Let's see if we can keep the ankles and the feet touching. We're going to try and keep them at about a 90-degree angle for now. Inhale, and as you exhale, take your knees over to the right. So you'll find that your left buttock needs to lift off the mat. And you're just going as far as you can to hold yourself where you don't flop over and where your left shoulder doesn't lift off the mat. Then on your inhalation, you bring yourself back to the center. And then as you exhale, you're going to take yourself over to the left side, only as far as you can go, without lifting your right shoulder blade off the mat. Inhaling back to the center. And exhaling over to the right. And you can turn your head to the left, so the opposite direction to the knees. Inhaling back to the center. Exhaling other side. Super. And I love this version of the twist because I find it just massages that kind of the outsides of my hips and my pelvis so nicely. And I get a lot of tension there. And just the weight of going over puts a little bit of pressure on those muscles. And I find it so releasing and relieving. Right, the next time you're back to the center, bend the feet back down towards the buttocks. You can keep your knees up and towards the chest, and then take yourself all the way into a twist where you now roll onto your right hip, and you might find that that shoulder lifts up, and then kind of slide that arm down as far as you need to until you can kind of work that left shoulder back down. So we're in a slightly deeper twist than usual. Close your eyes, feel the left side of your chest opening. Stay here and breathe softly. Soft face, soft jaw. Imagine the left side of your chest smiling. That's happy. All the little cells communicating with each other. As if they're having a little party. And then if you've turned your head to the left, bring your head back to the center. And with an inhalation, bring your knees all the way back up again. Readjust, realign. And on your next exhalation, same thing over to the other side. So you can allow those knees to roll all the way over to the left. You're going to try and keep the knees stuck. That whole kind of right hip and buttock area can lift off. And you're going to try and breathe that shoulder blade down. So if you need to lower the arm down to release any strain or tension from the shoulder, do so. You can look over to the right. And now notice how it feels on that right side. Take the breath to wherever that resistance or the tightness is and breathe into that space. And then with your next inhalation, head comes to the center. Bringing the knees back up as well. Giving those knees a good squeeze. And back into your Apanasana. Inhaling as your knees move away from you. Exhale as you draw them towards you. And then from there you can either roll onto your right side coming up slowly or hold onto one leg and swing yourself all the way. And we're going to come onto all fours for a few rounds of Chakrabhakasana, your cat stretch. If you need a blanket or something underneath your knees, you can place it there. You may want to get a blanket handy for the relaxation, which we're going to go into in a little while. So, knees underneath your hips, hip width apart. Hands underneath your shoulder, shoulder width apart. Fingers nice and widely spread. And as you inhale, feel that you're able to open up your chest. And exhale, rounding. So your classic cat stretch. Allowing your body to enjoy this dynamic movement. Again, you've all done it so many times. We've got so many variations and ways of doing it. We'll take it into a little bit of a circle. So when you're ready, take your buttocks over to the right, as if you're trying to take it to your right heel. Let it swing over to the left. Bring yourself forwards to the left, forwards to the center. A bit of weight onto those hands over to the right. Exhale, rounding as you go back. Inhale as you scoop yourself forwards. Exhaling as you take yourself back. Super. Once more in this direction. You might find that when you get to that right heel, you just want to change direction from there. Going forwards, over to the left this time. Back and around. Again, these circles can be as small or as big as you need. And maybe one last round. This time when you are back, step back. Let the big toes come together. Let your knees spread wide apart. Rest the forearms onto the mat. Manjukasana Yokra. We're going to take it into stages here. Big toes are touching, heels are releasing back. Feel as if your tailbone is wanting to root down to the ground. Make two fists of the hands. Rest the forehead on your hand. Let the elbows slide forward. Good. You're settled, you're stable, you're happy here. Flatten your right hand onto the mat. If it's too far for your head, you can keep a fist of your left hand. You can keep a fist of your left hand, or you can flatten that hand. And your right arm is going to extend out into the mat this time. I'll just change so that you can see. So you're going to extend that right arm out in front, and you're going to breathe into that right armpit. Soften the face, soften the neck. Feel that as much as you're able to release down into the mat and to let go, that you're also able to send the energy back towards the buttocks, towards your heels. There we go. And then you switch over. So bring that right hand back underneath your forehead, and then extend your left arm out in front this time. And if you need to make a fist of the right hand so that the head's a little higher, go ahead. And again, feel that you're able to release and breathe down into that left armpit. Send the energy back and down towards your buttocks and your heels. then it's your choice. You can now either bring both hands back under the forehead, or you can extend both arms out in front of you. You can release the forehead down to the mat. So we're going to try and make this a little bit of an active frog. We're going to press down through the hands so that the forearms lift off the mat. Not sure if you can see. So the forearms are lifting off the mat. Pressing down through the hands, pushing back through the hips and the pelvis. Feel that there's a stretch through the shoulder blades. Breathing smoothly and steadily, making it an active posture. One more breath here. And now soften to it. Release the forearms down to the ground. Feel as if your armpits want to melt down to the earth. As if the chest wants to release down into the mat. Completely softening and surrendering. Letting go. And if that means you need to bend your elbows to soften into the shoulders, do so. Lovely. And then when you're ready, coming back up, walking your hands towards you. Bring your legs a little closer together. You can come onto your knees. And if you need to lean back to drain the sinuses, do that. Coming onto your buttocks. Sitting cross-legged. Sit cross-legged the other way to when we started the class, so that there's a bit of change in the cross for the hips. So it's probably the more kind of unnatural way, if you're not 100% sure. Close your eyes for a moment. Pick up the rhythm of your breath. I'm going to work into lengthening the, not working into lengthening the exhalation. Inhalation, exhalation are going to be equal in length. And we're going to work with a breath retention after the exhalation. So when you're ready, inhaling to a count of 4. Then exhale to a count of 4. Then see if you can hold, retain the breath for a count of 4. And then again, inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4. In 1, 2, 3, 4. Out 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4. Continue now in your own time for a little longer. If you can make your triangle bigger at any stage, so to work to a count of 5 or to a count of 6, go ahead. But allow it to be an easeful growth. You can do this using your J breath, where you're making this rasping sound in the back of the throat on your inhalations and your exhalations. And if your J breath doesn't come naturally or easily to you this evening, then work with just a natural breath. Absolutely fine. In to 4, out to 4, holding the breath. And just notice when you're holding the breath, are you holding it in the throat, or are you using the diaphragm to retain the breath? And if you're using the diaphragm to retain the breath, then that's excellent. That's what you want to do. If you feel that you're holding your breath with your throat, which I find myself doing all too often, see if you can take the attention down to your diaphragm And see as when you, after your exhalation, if you can just retain the breath from the diaphragm. Let's do one more round. And after that round, allow a natural breath to return. And then from there, rub the palms of your hands together. Cup them over your eyes. Take a deep, smooth breath in. And slowly out. Blink the eyes a few times, removing your hand. Lovely. And then from here, we will get ourselves comfortable for a really nice long yoga nidra. So please go ahead, grab your blankets, jerseys, eye bag, bolster, really whatever you need so that you can be completely comfortable. There we go. And then you come and lie on your back. Put yourself a pillow under your head. Do that. If you've got lights on, you're welcome to switch your lights off. So for the next 20 minutes or so, we'll sink nice and deep into our yoga nidra relaxation. As usual, so starting off by allowing your head to just release a little from side to side. And then bringing your head back to the center. Making tight fists of your hands. Reach your hands down towards your feet. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. And then as you exhale, relax and release. Soft arms, soft hands, relaxed fingers. Flex the feet, tighten the thighs, tighten the buttocks. Squeeze as much as you feel necessary. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. And then as you exhale, relax and release. Softening the buttocks, softening the legs, softening the feet. Inhale deeply and allow your belly to rise. And then just sigh the air out, letting go. And again, a nice smooth breath in. And a long breath out. And last time, breathing in deeply, breathing into your whole body. Feel as if your whole body is expanding. And then as you exhale, your whole body relaxes and releases. Your natural breath returns. Your body settles and releases into the mat, to the ground. Allowing the earth to support you for the next few minutes, knowing that you are held. And we'll work with a full body relaxation this evening. And then from there going into a little visualization. So as I mentioned, each part of your body, you need to try and visualize it. And at the same time, allow it to relax. We're going to start on the right side. Right thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, palm, back of the hand, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, armpit, side, waist, right hip, thigh, hamstring, knee, back of the knee, shin, calf, ankle, heel, sole, instep, big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe. Left side of the body, left thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, palm, back of the hand, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, armpit, side, waist, left hip, thigh, hamstrings, knee, back of the knee, shin, calf, ankle, heel, sole, instep, big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe. Your whole right arm, your whole left arm, your whole right leg, your whole left leg, coccyx, sacrum, lower back, mid back, upper back, right shoulder blade, left shoulder blade, back of the neck, back of the head, crown of the head, forehead, right temple, left temple, right eyebrow, left eyebrow, eyebrow center, right eye, left eye, nose, tip of the nose, right cheek, left cheek, right ear, left ear, upper lip, the lower lip, the lips together, mouth, teeth, tongue, jaw, chin, throat, right collarbone, left collarbone, right side of the chest, left side of the chest, center of the chest, diaphragm, abdomen, and pelvis. Your whole body. Allow your whole body to be completely relaxed. And in the state of relaxation, Imagine yourself becoming lighter and lighter, softer and softer. And imagine yourself drifting off into your secret garden. The secret garden that you've created in your mind's eye. A place that is peaceful, a place that is safe, a place that brings you joy. Imagine arriving at this garden and you walk through the different areas. Maybe walking through a lovely, cool, forested area. An area that is nourishing. Noticing the tall, grand tree, the bark and the type of leaves. You might notice that after a while, as you meander through that forest, the garden changes a little and it turns into maybe a herb garden with different smells, different herbs. Noticing the aromas and how that maybe changes after a while as you move into or through a rose garden. Taking yourself from one area to the next, and maybe backtracking or circling around back into another one again. Enjoying the sight, the sound, the smell. With each step, feeling more and more at ease, more and more at peace. Eventually you reach a little pond. It's not very big. It's a little hidden. It's off the track. As you sit there or stand in front of the pond, take a moment to think of one thing that has maybe annoyed you, frustrated you today. You notice a purple pebble to the right of you. Pick up that purple pebble and imagine transferring the frustration, the annoyance that you experienced today into that purple pebble. Until all the energy is in it, and you can feel it vibrating in your hand. You notice that it wants to be released. And you allow it to drop, or you toss it into the pond. You watch the purple pebble move all the way down, 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 sinking to the bottom of the pond. It might be a shallow pond, it might be a deep pond. But as the pebble sinks down, you observe the ripple moving to the edges of that pond, the ripples releasing and releasing. And eventually they too stop. The pond is still living. And then thinking of one thing that has made you happy or brought you joy today. Thinking of that situation, thing. And you notice an orange pebble to the left of you.
pick up that orange pebble and transfer the joy and the happiness of that experience into that pebble. And as much as you may want to hold on to it, feel that you too can place the energy of that experience into the pebble. You notice that the pebble becomes warmer and warmer. And then when it's ready and when you're ready, toss the pebble back into the pond. Again, you watch the orange pebble sink down to the bottom, watching the ripples from the center of the pond moving outward. Following those ripples and watching how, with each breath that you take, they become further and further apart until eventually, again, there are no more ripples. Taking a moment to contemplate the two energies, the energy of frustration or annoyance, the energy of joy and happiness. Realizing that you can release them both. You can release the experience of the negative, and you can contain or retain the feeling of the happiness, of the joy. When you are ready, take a moment to give thanks to the pond and make your way back through your sacred garden. Again, noticing how your stride or your step is a little lighter, a little easier, a little freer. Walking back up through that garden, becoming lighter and lighter, softer and softer, until eventually your whole body floats out of the garden, and it floats back to where you are on your mat, back in your house, in your room. Feeling your physical body resting on your mat. Feeling your emotional body resting inside you. And your mental body as well. Feel that all the layers of your being are returning. You're fully relaxed, at ease and at peace, beautifully balanced. And as you lie there and you become aware of the physical sensations of your body, the air against your skin, the sensation of the ground underneath you, maybe the sounds in the room where you are, or the sounds outside, the taste in your mouth, and the smell that you can pick up in your nose. Becoming more and more aware of where you are, and then slowly start to breathe a little more deeply. Allow the chest to rise and fall. Allow your thumbs to now move along your fingertips, waking up your hands, and wiggle your toes, waking up your feet. When you're ready, stretch your arms out behind you. Yawning if you want to. Stretching diagonally through the body, right arm and left leg. left arm and right leg. Arms one way, legs the other. Take a nice deep breath in and slowly out. Bring the knees to your chest. Give them a good squeeze. Rocking from side to side if you need to. Eventually you just roll onto your right side if that feels good. Stay there for a moment. Give your body a chance to readjust, locking in the energy. And then placing your left hand onto the mat in front of you, pushing up with that hand and coming all the way up into a seated position so that we can end with our arms again. Again, there's no rush to get into a seated position, and if you need to stay lying a little longer, you are welcome to do that. But when you are ready, sitting comfortably, allow the spine to be long, the shoulders to be relaxed, hands in chin mudra. And take a smooth breath in. Om Shanti. May you go in peace. Namaste. Have a beautiful, beautiful evening, everyone. I hope you are nicely relaxed now and that you have a fabulous start, not quite to the weekend just yet, but nearly there. One more day to go.